Sparkle Squad, welcome back. Today I am doing a review on the Tom Ford Shade and Illuminate Foundation, Soft Radiance Foundation. So I am just going to start to apply this and see how good it is. It smells like lavender. Well, starting out, it looks like it gives a pretty medium-ish coverage. Medium to full coverage, depending on if you build it up or not. So far I just have the one pump on my face. And it blends out really nicely. It's super glowy. I don't know if you can quite see that or not, but it is super glowy. My goodness. Unfortunately, I have quite a bit to cover up today. Got some cystic acne going on here, but I'm working on them. Working on getting them fixed. So one more pump for the other side. About my skin, I have acne prone. I seem to be a combo type skin. My nose and T-zone is usually pretty oily, and then the rest of my face is pretty dry. I tend to get hormonal acne on my chin. A couple spots there, which is super fun. But I have been testing out some new skincare products, and hopefully one of them will do the job. So I'm taking one more pump to kind of build up some coverage in some of the areas where I need it more, like my nose and my chin and a couple acne spots. I'll probably end up using concealer on those, but let's see if it can build. The number one rule of foundation is always blend it down your neck. Otherwise, you're going to look weird. I have a chin stripe. So a little bit about myself. I am 24 years old. I know, I'm old. I am married. I have a dog. Her name is Amber, and she is a Great Pyrenees mix. I think she's mixed with a golden, but the shelter we got her from wasn't sure. She kind of has like a golden retriever labish face, but then she also really looks like a Great Pyrenees. She's pure white. She is super friendly and very smart, but very stubborn. Let's see. She does not like peanut butter. She's weird like that. But, yep, and then I've been married for almost 3 years now. I've been with my husband for 5 years. Loving my life. Super supportive and just a great man. Really great. So now I'm taking my Pat McGrath concealer, and I am just gonna do my usual triangle here, and then I take it on my eyelid, just a little bit on my eyelids, so then it can be even, and then do my other triangle. I tend to use a lot of concealer. And then I take my Tarte Shape Tape, which I need another one of these, but I take some of this and put it right down the center of my nose. I like to take it down the center of my nose, up here just a little bit to give me some brightness right in the center. And then I go in and attempt to cover some of this cystic acne I've got going on. Okay, so now that I look a little crazy here, I'm gonna start blending that out with my Eco Tools Plant Me sponge. I love this because it's flat and you can get a lot of surface area with it. And then I just blend until the cows come home. So with this foundation, I am going to do a 13 to 14 hour wear test or so. Right now it's 8 in the morning. I'm getting ready to go to work actually. Look how glowy that is. You see that? So glowy. I work 9 to 5. Yeah, your typical job. And then I usually come home, make some supper. We've been watching Grey's Anatomy lately, and that show is the bomb. I am obsessed with that show. I don't want to do any spoilers, but we are, I think we're in season 8, I believe. We've binge watched this for like a month or 2. We're already in season 8. We like our TV in this house. Okay. Let's see. I don't think I need any more coverage now that I look like a ghost. So now I need to do some powder. I was using the Pat McGrath to set my eyes, and I always go back one more time to get rid of any creases, both upper and under. And then I go in with my powder. This is a Sonia G mini cheek brush. I like to use it to set my powder. These are pretty soft. I've had this set since this the blue set. I got the whole big blue set. I think near Black Friday 2021. Hard to believe we're in 2022 already. And, damn near halfway through 2022. Time is just a-flying. But anyway, I really like this set. I really like the face brushes in the set. Well, I like the eye brushes too. I am a sucker for natural hair brushes. They're just so much softer and they blend so much easier in my personal opinion. I just got a set of Refer brushes for my first time using Refer brushes. They had a 40% off deal, which was pretty amazing. And so I got a really good deal on the, I got that set of 15 eye brushes, and then I got the set of brush 1, 2, 3, and then, let me see here, and then the 04 brush. So, those are really, really soft. I am in love with the Refer brushes. They're so nice. Oops. Gotta blend out my eye crease a little bit here. I have such creasy eyes. Well, I just take that back. I have like one deep crease, like right here and right here, and I just cannot seem to get it to go away. I guess it's just how eyes work, I guess. But, okay, so that is set with my Pat McGrath powder. I'm still kind of on the fence about this powder. I don't know if it works as well as see my Charlotte Tilbury. So then I just go kind of back through, get some on my sponge, and then just go back through and press that down. Press it on my eye, which helps me to keep a smooth base for when I do my eyeshadow. And then it kind of helps prevent my eyes from creasing more, even though that just that one crease will not go away. So I've also found a trick to make it look a little less obvious. You know, you're obviously gonna have creases, you're a person, but it helps a little bit. Okay, so now that that is done, I like to take my Kosas powder in the shade Airy. Oh, I should mention the shades. Charlotte Tilbury is fair. Pat McGrath is light because I'm, you know, as whitish as sheet, which I am hopefully going to be working on here soon. I have talked to my husband about doing some tanning in like a tanning booth, which is a little scary for me because, you know, everybody shoves cancer down your throat whenever you talk about tanning. But, you know, I'm not going to do it for very long. I just want a little bit of color so that I don't look like a ghost. And so then I can find, you know, some decent shade matches because, you know, you can't really tell from here, but my face is a little bit darker than my body with this foundation. I am ready for some brows, I think. I like to use my Anastasia Beverly Hills brow powder duo in the shade Chocolate. I use that side the most. I like my brows to be just a little bit darker. You know, you can see them, you know, in here, but I just like them to be a little bit more filled in and a little bit fuller looking. So I just kind of trace under my brow here. And then just kind of fill her in. I guess this is kind of a get ready with me too, huh? Because I am getting ready for work. So, let's see. What was I talking about? Oh yeah, I was talking about Grey's Anatomy. Okay, so it seems like that show can never let anybody just be happy. It's probably, you know, why they do it, because it, you know, keeps the drama, keeps the suspense. But, you know, just for one episode, just keep somebody happy. You know, I have to kill everybody off all the time. And not just main characters, you know, they lose patience and stuff, and it's really hard on them. And, you know, if you've ever seen it, you know what I'm talking about. And if you haven't seen it, I highly suggest it. It is very good. And now I know I look a little bit crazy. My brows look a little bit crazy. But I will show you my trick when I am done here. So I fill in like the back half of my brow. And I do just a little line under the front half, connecting to like the, I call it the back half, I guess it's the back like 2/3, I guess. So then I make sure that is pretty filled in. And then I'm going to do it on this. Okay, now that my brows are mostly on, I take my, let's see, what is this? Precisely My Brow Pencil by Benefit. I use the shade 3.5. I'm taking the spoolie side of it and I am running it through my brows because it kind of softens the powder. So you just kind of softened it up a little bit. And then I go through the front because it took off pigment here, and then I'm going to throw the pigment in the front. And then that kind of just gives me a little bit of color in the front without it being too, like, over the top, I guess. Too blocky looking. It looks a little bit more natural, I think. Some people may say it still looks like a block brow, but I like to have, you know, pretty solid brows, and, you know, you can tell the difference between the two, you know. This one just looks a little bit more natural on me. Now I am gonna do some bronzing, contouring using my Charlotte Tilbury Nudegasm face palette. Why do they do this to us? Why do they make us say these gross things on the camera? So I'm just kind of buffing that in there. I tend to like this color a little bit more than this one. This one is a little gray, even for me. You know, I'm as pale as you can get, pretty much. And it's gray on me. I don't really like that. So I used to just kind of swipe them both, but now I'm just using the, I guess it's, when you're looking at the palette, it's the left side, the love part. And I am also using my Sonia G Buffer Pro brush. I love this for contour. It is so soft, especially when you do this kind of motion. Instead of like stippling, you want to kind of buff it in. I guess that's why they call it the Buffer Pro. Just kind of putting it on the perimeters of my face. And it may look a little crazy, but I've also got a trick to make sure that doesn't look too over the top too. I like to line my jawline because, you know, I'm a bigger woman, so I like to give myself a little bit more structure in the jaw. Just getting it all over my face. I noticed that the stippling motion kind of hurts. It's a little prickly too, so try to, as much as you can, do the buffing motion. I really like this. It's kind of like a gelish kind of. It's not a powder. It's like, and it's not like a typical like cream bronzer. It's really weird. I guess the closest way to describe it is like a gel. And then doing the chin thing on this side too. It just kind of helps me get like a little bit more chiseled, just a little bit more, take 5 pounds off, if you will. I don't know about you guys, but I tend to crack myself up. So I think that is donezo. Donezo. You guys watch Parks and Rec? Tom, he's hilarious. You on my donezo list. Then I take my Hourglass little powder thing in the shade, it's the ambient lighting powder in the shade Dim Light. And I take my Sonia G Face 2 brush and I dab that in there, and then I just kind of go over the light areas of my face, and that kind of helps buff the contour, bronzer, whatever I choose to put on that day. Kind of helps buff it into my face a little bit more. And just for anybody who may ask, yes, I have naturally curly hair. Both my parents have curly hair. Well, my dad's bald now, but when he had hair, it was curly. So now I am taking, oh shoot, I forgot to tell you my blush. I'm using the blush out of this palette. So then I am now taking my Pat McGrath, I guess this is the holiday release, the shade Lunar Nude. She has such long names for everything, but it is stunning. You can already see how much I have used this sucker. You know, it came out, what, I think I would have gotten it late November, and I've already, you know, pretty much worn the paint embossing off of it. I use it every single day. And then I'm just using my Sonia G worker fan brush, the blue set. This blue set is so pretty. You probably can't tell, but there's little micro sparkles in this. It is stunning. Okay, so that is my base. Now I move on to the eyes. I like to do my base first so that I don't forget any steps, because I tend to forget when I skip around. I don't have the best memory in the world, and then I do just kind of like to do one final buff with my Sonia G Phase 2. Just one final buff to make sure everything is as it should be. That Pat McGrath highlighter is just divine. She says everything is divine, which it's true, but you know, if you call everything divine, then it's not special anymore, you know? Okay, so now I am going to figure out what I want to do with my eyes today. I think I'm going to use my Huda Beauty Rose Quartz palette today because it is so pretty. I did this look on, oh god, today's Thursday, so it would have been Tuesday. Did this look, and I'm going to recreate it for you because I loved it so much. This is my well-loved Rose Quartz palette. You can see I've already hit pan on that shade. Close to hitting pan on, what is that, Entrapment? No, Energized. I've had this palette for several months now, but it is one of my favorites. I now have, let's see, 3 Huda Beauty palettes. So I have this one. I had the Rich palette. I don't like this one, by the way. A reaction on my eyes. The purples give me a reaction. And so basically the shadows just like slough off my eyes. I don't know why, but it does. And then I have I'm not good with the names. It is the Mercury Retrograde palette, this stunner. Picked this up for like 30 bucks at Sephora. It's pretty good. I like the Rose Quartz one better. It's just more me, more my aesthetic. Sometimes I find it hard to use blues. I'm not a blue person, but I did one look, it's been maybe a few weeks ago now, that it was like all blue, and it was actually kind of pretty. I don't even have a picture of it to insert, I don't think. If I do, I'll insert it somewhere. But it was really kind of pretty, and maybe I'll do a look like that for you guys, especially when my Pat McGrath stuff gets here. I ordered the Bridgerton 1 and 2 palettes. I skipped on the first one because I was like, ugh, cardboard, but they just look so pretty. Oh my god, they're so stunning. I can't even. So you could technically just go out like this. Well, you know, obviously it's the other side done. But you could do this as a one and done shade if you really wanted to. It's so pretty. Again, this is Serenity that I'm using on my Refer 27 brush. I do it all over the lid because I like to create a base for the Moon Magic shade. as well as, you know, smoke it out in my crease and, you know, upper crease here. I'm trying to get like a, you know, kind of winged out look a little bit. Sometimes it's a little hard to do with my eye shape. I have slightly hooded eyes. You know, I have a little bit of real estate here, but slightly hooded. I have a decent amount of real estate here, you know. Okay, so that is getting close to being done here. Okay, so that's good. Then I take the shade Moon Magic. It is stunning. Look at that shine. Beautiful, beautiful shade. And then I just tap it all over my lid. I was literally obsessed with this look the other day when I did it, and I was like, I need to put this on YouTube. You know, I've been wearing makeup since I was like 12 years old. So, and I've learned, you know, a lot in 12 years, I guess, is how, God, way to make yourself feel old, Sarah. Anyway, so I've been, you know, perfecting my makeup for 12 years now. I am a perfectionist, and so I don't like to look bad, especially like on camera, you know, in front of people. I don't leave my house without a full face of makeup. I go glam like this every day. Well, some people might consider it glam. I consider it every day because this is what I wear every day. Some people may consider it glam. I mean, I do too, but in my personal opinion, I think that I should live every day like it's my last. So why not put a shit ton of sparkles all over my eyes? You know? I love sparkles. I have always loved sparkles. You should see my house. I should do a house tour. We've been here, let's see, 3 years? Let's see. Bought it November of 18. So yeah, we've been here like 3.5 years now. What brush am I using? This brush. Yeah. Right? I did this look the other day, and so I am reusing the brushes because why dirty new brushes when you already have the color on your brush, you know? I think it's this one that I used. I guess we'll see, huh? So I just kind of like to put a little bit of depth in the outer corner here, just to give me a little bit of dimension. I think I used the wrong brush, but it's okay. I like this one too. This is the Sonia G Soft Shader in that blue set again. So I don't like to take it in all the way. I like to keep it light on the inside and dark on the outside. That's just my personal style of makeup. So see how that just kind of gives me a little bit of depth. So then I'm going to do the same thing on the other side. Give me some depth. So yeah, anyway, we've been in this house for about 3 years now. Well, not about, we've been here 3 years and a little bit over actually. Coming up on 3.5 years really. We still have some work to do to it, you know, we're just kind of starting out in life, I guess. I need to do something to the kitchen because it's green. I like pink and purple. I don't like green. And especially this color green. I should just insert a picture. That's disgusting. I guess it looks okay with the cabinets, but I'm like, why would anybody do that to a kitchen? Yikes. So I also have kind of a interior decoration hobby in addition to my makeup hobby. I kind of have like a glam aesthetic is what I would call it. I love all things glamorous and all things girly, like Chelsea would say. My favorite colors are pink and purple, but I do like an aqua, like a tealy aqua-ish color thrown in there too. That's the accent color of my house. Let me get rid of that. So yeah, I'll do a house tour eventually, and then I'll insert a picture of Amber too, or just do a video showing you what she looks like. She's gigantic. She thinks she's like a puppy, but she's, you know, 100-pound dog, and she runs around like she's a puppy. And then she like slips and slides all over the place. It's adorable. Okay, now that this is kind of on, I like to go back over a little bit with the Moon Magic shade and just to kind of make sure I didn't lose any of my precious sparkles. And I like to put that on the inner corner too. Just kind of a wash of that Moon Magic shade. And then I need to find a brow bone highlighter shade. There's not really one in the palette, so I think I'm just gonna, I'm just kidding. I'm going to take out my Pat McGrath Utopian Dream palette and just use that, the Skin Show shade as my brow bone highlight. You probably can't even tell, but it helps. It helps keep it kind of bright up there. Okay, so my eyeshadow is done. Now I need to do some liner and put some mascara on. So now that I got mascara all over my eye, I'm just gonna kind of try to blend it in if I can and not have everything roll off my desk. Okay, there, that took care of it, sort of. Hang on, a little guy right in the corner of my eye. Okay, cool. Now I am going to, there, hair's down. I am going to try to show you a close-up look of how I am looking. Here's a close-up of how I'm looking. Pretty good, I think. It is very sparkly. So, thank you for watching. I am going to go to work, do my 8-hour wear test, and then I will be, or I guess it's gonna be more like a 12 to 13 hour wear test, probably. Yeah, this is what I am looking like right now. I'm gonna put some lip gloss on in a minute. But I will be, I'll probably do a check-in during my lunch break, which will be about like 1:30 or so. I'll do a check-in, and I will be back to show you guys my check-in. So, see you in a little bit. Hi everyone, I just wanted to come back and show you how this foundation is looking. It is about 1:30, 1:40 in the afternoon. I am outside from my lunch break, so I'm in all natural light. It is raining today, so it's overcast skies. You can kind of see my window there is a little rained on. But I just wanted to come and show you how the foundation's looking. So like through my cheeks, forehead is looking pretty good. It's just my chin and my nose isn't looking the greatest. I didn't set my nose or chin, which I typically do. I did set like under my eyes, and I did end up setting, I guess, a little bit on my forehead and like through this area, but I must have forgotten to set my chin and nose, so I think that's where the problem is. Otherwise, like, my eyeshadow is looking pretty good still, and the makeup is looking good. It's just that little bit like right through here that isn't looking the greatest. So I think if I were to set it, it would look much prettier around the, let's see, we're about at the 5-hour mark. So, well, I take that back. Let's see. We're at 6 hours now. So this has been on my face for 6 hours. Not looking fantastic, but that's my own fault because I didn't set it. And I get oily in that area, so I should know to set it, I guess. But anyway, it looks okay, and I will be back around 8 o'clock for, well, actually, I will come back at 5 o'clock when I get off work and show you how it's looking at the 9-hour mark, and then I'll come back again at 8 o'clock to show you the 12-hour mark to see if anything has broken up anymore, or if it's, you know, starting to break up on my forehead or cheeks or anything. But as you can see, like, my forehead looks good, and my cheeks look good. So I will be back to show you guys the second check-in at 5 and then my final thoughts at 8. So thank you, and I'll see you soon. Hi everyone, I just wanted to come on and do a quick update. It is 5:30. So my chin and nose are starting to look pretty bad, which, you know, is my own fault because I didn't set it with powder. The rest of the face looks pretty good still. It's just the nose and chin that don't look very good. I think this would be a beautiful foundation if I had just set it, but I wanted to give it a chance without much setting powder. So I don't think much is going to change between now and 8 p.m. So I think I'm just going to cut it here at the 9-hour mark. So I appreciate you all taking the time to watch my video, and I hope to see you back in the next one. Bye!